breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. I had to restart the stream. That's what happens when I take off for a weekend. Has to get back in the sync. But hey, we're starting to see people popping in. What's up? Good morning. It feels like a Monday, but it's Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday because I hear the garbage guys out front. They come on Wednesdays, so. But we got snoring puppies. We got winter weather to talk about. We have some gear I want to show you from our good buddy John Ferguson. I think he's probably in the chat. Yep, what's up there? Cayman Island, buddy. So what's happening? Well, hey, let's show puppies. We'll talk a little while. Turn off the text. I got a little convention thing. My little race cars over in Orlando. We're doing next week. But my number one goal when I get back is to make a nice, smoother intro. This clicking and it's so 2021. We need a new one for 2022, right? A simple intro is on our top agenda when we come back. But hey, bunch of good mornings. What's up? What's up, Jan? What's up, Ashley? What's up, Nancy? Good morning to all. Nancy or Kayla must have a 3-year anniversary badge. Sometimes you see these things, sometimes you don't. What's up, Chris Wells? What's up there, people? What's up, Tanya, Eric? What's up, Twitter? Yeah, so hey, well, listen. So we went snow chasing. I don't know if you got to see all that. It was a lot of fun. Let me pull up a video real quick. We'll pull that up while we chit-chat for a minute. It was very exciting. Let's check it out on YouTube. We have all the videos on YouTube now. Big thanks to Universal Roof and Contracting over there in Florida. But they sponsor our YouTube channel. Let's pull this up while we chit-chat. Had a really good experience chasing snow. Yeah, Melissa, this little guy's snoring. So yeah, thanks for coming along. It was an incredible trip. We hit the jackpot. We were in Asheville. We flew in and had we went to Hendersonville. Probably had a foot plus of snow in Hendersonville. And we attempted to get on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It didn't work very well. It was closed. But let's fast forward a little bit when we're driving here. This is around the Biltmore, I think. Is that how you say it? But it was a good time. We had a lot of people watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I met some great fans up there. We had some at the hotel we were staying at. I ended up having to go to Knoxville. All the flights in Asheville were canceled for 2 days. It was a big bummer. It was a big mess trying to get back to Florida. We had a lot of flights canceled on the East Coast because of ice. So I ended up having to get lucky. Good old Legion bailed me out. They canceled the 7 o'clock flight, and we got home on the 9 o'clock flight in the morning, and I got home Monday, so it was okay. It just sucked. I had to rent a car one way. I tried Uber. Couldn't find any drivers that wanted to drive me it was about 120 miles from Asheville to Knoxville, 2-hour trip. But there was no Uber guys out there or gals that wanted to drive me, so I ended up having to rent a car, and we ended up flying home. So that was good. It was good. We had a good time. For sure. So now we got weather to talk about. We got had a great time in Asheville, by the way. Got a beautiful city. Hit a couple of local breweries. Had a great dinner. And got to hang out with Jim Cantori and the Weather Channel dudes, and that was a lot of fun. There you go. So, what else we got chatting on here? What's up, Mike Soul? Good morning. What's up, Scott? What's up, Martha? Yeah, it was like I told my dad years ago I thought it'd be cool to have trips on DVD like Route 66 or Clearwater Beach, and it's kind of fun. People knew exactly where I was, and I guess a lot of people during the drive to Hendersonville recognized everywhere I was at, and we drove around Asheville before the snow the night before. That was a lot of fun. Seeing the city before the big dusting. So, all right, show and tell real quick, and then we're going to talk about weather. We do have winter weather coming. So I got to meet our buddy John Ferguson. Now check out what he made us for our page. He's a license plate man, but look at this. Is this not the coolest thing ever? Look, these are all clipped from license plates. Is that not the coolest thing to hang? And it's red and black. I cannot wait to hang it. I got a spot. I'm going to redo the studio a little bit. So he made me that one and one that said, Mike's weather page. Check this out. This is even cooler yet because there you go. We got a little hurricane symbol for. It was so cool, man. So big thanks to our buddy John. And he also made these cool stars. I'll show here in a little bit. I don't want to poke the dog's eyes. Are sharp. But they were really cool. I appreciate that. That was very thoughtful. Took a lot of time. I can't wait to hang them up and show them off. One day I want to have a little coffee shop and have a weather-themed 1920s Oldsmar, Florida themed little coffee shop, and that's going to go in it. For sure. All right, so hey, I just posted this a couple seconds ago. This is Louis, by the way. Hey, first and foremost, too, we got to thank some people. Big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Sean, one of the marketing dudes, texted me. He saw the picture of Cantori. He was pretty excited about it. But big thanks to those guys and gals at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida. Always supporting me. Going on their 4th year now. And if you're in Florida, there's nowhere else to go. Big props to them for all that they do. But hey, listen, I just posted this. This just came out. I don't know if you saw it yet. Let's show you what's going on. So, now the other day I did share a GFS graphic that I said I'm not going to share it because it was showing 2 feet of snow middle Georgia. But the takeaway out of that was we had southern dipping snow on tap. And here we are a couple days later. Look, winter storm watch is now up for eastern North Carolina and eastern South Carolina. This goes all the way to the coast. Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, Florence, Columbia, Fayetteville, New Bern, Greenville, Henderson, Greensboro. So some of the places that just got snow and ice just a couple days ago are going to get it again. And this starts late Thursday. That's tomorrow night, Thursday night. We're going to start to see wintry weather rolling in. Some heavy snow accumulation possible parts, and ice is the big concern again. Luckily, the storm last week didn't pan out as some of those estimates on the ice. We had a lot of sleet, which helped prevent the buildup of ice. But now we got another shot. Charlotte's just outside the window of winter storm watch. So we're going to talk about that. What's up, Clark? Clark Pat. Yep, you're ready for rain. What's up? And what's up with that chalkboard? Beaufort, was it the Beaufort? Is that right? I have to show you that, man. That you got. This is your neck of the woods, man. We made the chalkboard up there. Got more people liking that than anything else I've ever done. crazy. All right, we're going to say goodbye to... John got some hot sauce and rum cake, too. Oh, my God. He hooked me up. I haven't opened a rum cake yet or hot sauce. I'm a hot sauce nut. Here's the girl stars. Check these out. So he made these little stars here out of license plates. A lot of craftsmanship. Isn't that beautiful? Emily wants this one with the guitar on it because she loves country music. So Sarah's gets the lighthouse. So the girls love them. Shelly, you got one too. I got to mail it to you. Julie's already got hanged up on the back porch because it was made out of yellow. It was really neat. So it was awesome. Hi. Wow. All right. Weather. Now, we got a front. Let's look at what's going on right now. So we have storm potential today. This is just posted by Weather US. Good graphic. This is thunderstorm composite. All right. So we got a storm brewing today. It's SPC. Let me show you what the SPC's got marked already. So this has just been updated now. It didn't show the coast. Now it's showing the coast of Louisiana and Texas. This is today. And we do have a little area that could possibly see tornadoes today. So this is Storm Prediction Center today as our front starts to slide in. So we got a slight risk here, and we got a lot of people that watch us in Texas and Louisiana, up into Mississippi. So be alert. We got a squall line developing today. This little guy, let's take a look at the radar. You really don't see it yet, so it's kind of one of these weird spring-style storms that's going to start brewing here later in the day once these storms develop later today. So you don't really see it yet. It's going to be a developing squall later today, and that's going to be our storyline for the next couple days. Let's look at the HRRR. Let me show you these graphics so I don't lose them, by the way. So we showed you the winter storm watch. They'll probably get turned to warnings. They always issue the watches before the warning, so don't get caught off guard by watching a warning. It'll probably get turned into a warning once we get a little closer in the window. Now, this is the ice probability map, 24-hour freezing rain map put out by National Weather Service. Now, this is areas greater than 1/4 of an inch. All right. 1/4 of an inch. That's significant because anytime you get above 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of ice, we start seeing power lines, tree branches breaking, obviously driving conditions. So the area in the blue here, touching a part of Carolina there into North Carolina, these are high probability chances of a quarter inch or plus. And this pretty much goes more Friday into Saturday. So that's the area we're watching for ice. You will still get snow. All you have to do is read the National Weather Service warning or watch graphic, and they're talking about 2 to 4 inches. Let's show you that. But anyway, here's the ice potential. There's another graphic here I want to show you real quick. That's the probability of 1/10 of an inch of ice, and obviously it stretches into Georgia more and down into South Carolina. So this is freezing rain probability, 1/10 of an inch or more. Doesn't mean that we can still see some freezing rain. Remember those graphics we were showing? There is still that outside chance to see some flurries and some freezing rain pellets pounding your windshields. Tick, 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 out of the system. And I want to show you all those maps too as we get closer. So, all right, so there's that. Again, here's the radar. This is a cool site. This is WTSP here, local. But you can't even see what's brewing yet. It hasn't even got here yet. So don't be deceived. There's really nothing on the radar. But this is coming. We got storms coming today. We're going to look at future radar right now and show you what's happening with the HRRR. And the Florida folks, check this out. And we got storms for Friday we got to talk about. So don't go anywhere if you live in Florida. Storm Prediction Center showing Lower Peninsula. We've been on that now too, talking about that storm chance later Friday into Saturday. Could we have overnight storms brewing for the Florida Peninsula again? And the tornadoes, when I was up there, we had a 2, a 1, a bunch of zeros. Incredible. They just upgraded the one that traveled, I think, 7 miles. Eric shared it. I don't know if Eric's in here, but he had all the good graphics on that. So the National Weather Service actually upgraded their tornado down there that traveled, I think, 7 miles That's pretty significant for Florida. Very rare to see that happen. So, all right, let's look at today. All right, here's your future radar today. So there's your storm starting to pop. This is later this afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock. You can start to see them develop here, eastern Texas into Louisiana. So here's your storm starting to brew. Here's our front. Now this front is what we're watching for the weekend. Now watch what happens. Here's your storms overnight. And there's our line starting to really set up. All right, this is what we see so much. Once we get a little bit of that Gulf moisture fed up into it, we start to see these storms popping with that increased humidity and precipitable water. So, not Fort Smith. I know where Fort Smith's at. That's north Arkansas. Fort Smith is home of Walmart, right? I used to live at Walmart. What's up, Dale? Dale, you ready to go chasing? Dale Keinberg. We might be able to do a little chasing Friday night. I am not driving anywhere other than local. No more storm chasing for a while. But here's the story. This is good. This is what we always talk about. What's coming. Here's today. This is tonight. This is overnight. Here's midnight tonight. All right, midnight tonight. There's our line of storms still popping. This is going to be a really slow moving system. This energy. This is tonight, midnight. We're going to see a line of storms from Texas all the way up to Pennsylvania tonight. But what we're watching is the little bit of front lingers down the Gulf. Some of the models are showing a low pressure basically coming, and that leads to the storm chances out ahead of it. And that's what we're watching for Florida Friday into Saturday. And then we're going to see that we already have cold air in place right now, and this front gets a final push from another little Arctic push, and that's going to enable wintry weather starting later Thursday into Friday as our cold air starts to hit the backside of our slow-moving front, and the Gulf's going to be feeding moisture. So the timing of that cold air with this Gulf moisture could allow that eastern parts to get some rare wintry weather this couple days. So this is kind of neat. All right, here's Thursday morning tomorrow. And look at that. There's that juice popping here from Texas. This is what's going to be heading, helping fuel the wintry weather and Florida storms. This is Thursday, 5 o'clock tomorrow. And, a little bit of wintry weather tomorrow possible ahead of this next little frontal Arctic blast. So wouldn't be surprised tomorrow to see some little flurries here and there, especially up in the mountains. Maybe Carolinas a little bit. Some freezing rain, North Carolina and Virginia tomorrow. This doesn't really show yet far enough out to show the big line that's coming. So this is just the next 2 days. This radar stops Friday morning. So it only shows Wednesday today. So basically when we stop at Friday morning, this is our next blob pushing in. And that, with cold air already in place, we're going to have that chance for wintry weather. All right, so let's get out of this model and get a little closer to what's happening. So here's today's Storm Prediction Center again. We got storms developing later this afternoon into overnight East Texas and Louisiana. Going to day 3 here, talking about Florida. There's our Storm Prediction Center map showing lower Florida, the peninsula. Could have some storms out ahead of this late push Friday night into Saturday. That's what they're watching. Natural Weather Service Tampa put out a little video today just telling everybody to keep an eye on it. It's a little too far out to get specifics. No really tornado talk yet. Models aren't showing it yet. But, anytime you get storms off the Gulf, we see what can happen. So that's Friday. That's what we're watching. All right. Cool. All right, so let's look at some models. Let's jump right into our good buddy Levi. I only wear Levi's because of Levi. I don't. Well, I do wear Wranglers. That was a lie. Mike Sold just said the one around Marco was 15 miles. Holy cow. That's nuts. Crazy for Florida. 15-mile tornado in Florida on the ground. That. We showed that big dip. Anytime you get that big dip in the jet stream and the atmosphere kind of comes down, and you get these bigger tornadoes. We had a Brax Wrangler is made in Wilson, North Carolina. Okay, well, hey, then I don't feel bad. 43 in St. Pete, Kenneth James. How's it going? Yeah, hey, listen, it was 37 yesterday here in Oldsmar. I don't know if we got down to 30s today, but it was 41 when I looked. That's cold. Oh my goodness. All right, let's talk about Levi's site. So we got snow and ice coming, not just ice. That's where it's really confusing. And I watched these weather. People are patient. Yeah, we ramble on, and it's really painful is watching this in the hurricane season because. But I have been doing these little shorter 1-minute videos that I've been uploading on TikTok and Instagram. So you can find them over there too. TikTok or Facebook won't let you do 30-second reels. It's pretty hard to do weather as I spit. All right. So, all right, here we go. Levi's site. So far, again, they're talking a lot about ice. Let's go check it out. They're, as they were last week, talking about ice out ahead of this thing. Here's what we got. All right, so here's the storms today. Kind of get brewing here later this afternoon. They really don't show up too well here, but tomorrow here, as we get into Thursday morning, there's our defined frontal line, our first one, with snow on the backside. So we can start to see some snow into Tennessee tomorrow morning. Again, you guys get snow every 2 days up there. So there's our front coming through, right? Tomorrow morning, Thursday, a little snow on the backside. This isn't the one that's coming over the weekend. This is the first little push. And there you go. So there's our lingering front. Now, this is pretty interesting, all right? So we'll stop it right here. Here's going into Friday morning. All right, so Friday morning, there's our 540 line. Friday morning, we start to see some wintry weather here, eastern North Carolina, sneaking into Virginia. This little push here that's coming out of the Gulf is going to enable an extra day of moisture as this cold air approaches. And that's why we're under a winter storm watch here for parts of South Carolina and eastern North Carolina. Here's the GFS shows, though. There's about a 24-hour window there that thing still hangs around. And this is, so here's Friday morning, Saturday morning. So it's a pretty long event possibly as our cold air comes in. There's that 540 line getting that push. That's why we're going to get a little bit of extra chance for some snow and ice into Saturday morning. So it's a very painfully slow moving system that's going to bring rain, sleet, ice, and snow Friday and Saturday. Now, look at these little guys down here. These little guys are looking at you. Look like little eyeballs. Look at that. Little eyes. Little sneaky little eyeballs. See them? Look at that. Little guys right there. Look at that. So, what is that? Well, that's these storms we're talking about. So, this is later Friday night. And out ahead of our frontal line, we could have some storms pumping in. This is through Saturday p.m. So, still on tap, unfortunately. Florida Peninsula, Friday, Saturday, looking kind of juicy, stormy. Friday, Saturday. And good news is, at least if you're worried about Sunday for the Bucks and anything else that's happening, here's Sunday morning. All right. So everything that we're watching is happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. These things, like I said yesterday, they usually go faster than slower. So this thing will likely be gone by Sunday morning. And maybe some lingering stuff on the Florida East Coast or the outer edges of the Carolinas. So at least for that, Sunday, here's Sunday noon. Not bad. So, and here's Sunday afternoon. Boom. So the good news is Sunday is a good day, but we're watching this wintry weather chance Friday into Saturday, and that's a pretty heavy line. We even got some wintry weather touching Georgia. Some of those crazy high snow totals that the GFS showed 2 days ago obviously shouldn't have been shared. So that's why I said I wasn't, but I did. Gets everybody pissed off. Here's an icon. This hasn't really been a good model for winter for me, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But it is showing snow Friday night. It's not even showing much on the leading edge. So here's what the icon's showing. Thursday into Friday, very little wintry weather, but it also shows the backside here is that 540 push comes down later Friday into Saturday. Timing is about the same though. Here's Friday night. There's a little cluster of storms for South Florida. And it's long gone by Sunday. So there's overnight Saturday night. So the good news is if you get anything on Sunday for most folks, Sunday looks good. It's been the trend. So it's definitely an Eastern Carolina system. And you got to think, it's really cool how this happens. I know everybody in the Midwest or Upper Lakes region are wondering what the hell is going on, but we got the high pressure in place, basically blocking. Everything's feeding in from the south. There's no moisture. You gotta have moist air. In place to have snow, and we got a big high pressure dome making this a south system to watch. So crazy. I didn't see an official National Weather Service following the Guana alert, Kathy, but I did see some local TV stations talking about it for Tuesday morning yesterday. It was quite cool. Moisture. All right, let's look at some other models here on Tropical Tidbits. This is kind of neat. We can look at humidity. Oh, man, where did it go? Let's go back. Look at the humidity map. Kind of fun to look at sometimes. Just kind of showing you where the dryer is at in place. So here's Friday night. There's all our moisture in the atmosphere with our high-pressure dome, dry air. So, again, no snow for the folks that are used to getting snow. People in Ohio and that area are like... Now, Erie PA had a massive snow event coming in off of the lake there, and my buddy Doug Graham, our high school, our travel ball coach, sent me a picture of his brother out in it, and it looked like it was at least 2.5 feet, 3 foot. Wilmington, let's talk about Wilmington. Let's look at Wilmington. All right. Well, let's go back to your winter storm watch area. All right, so let's zoom in on Wilmington. We can read winter storm watch here. This kind of includes it. So, basically, for coastal area, freezing rain will be the primary precipitation throughout the watch period. It says significant ice accumulation is possible with early estimates at 0.20 to 0.40. That's close to a half an inch. To around 1/10 of an inch around the coast. So coastal areas, you're definitely going to see a flurry or two. There's no doubt. But the part of the winter storm watch that they're worried about as far as issuing an advisory is ice. And that includes the Wilmington area. So the primary worry is up to half an inch of ice with a little bit less on the coast. The coast will save you, but you're still going to see some ice along the coast for coastal areas. But that's a pretty large chunk of area. I posted it here if you want to see it. Again, now we're going to look at some snowfall maps, but there you go. So Wilmington is smack dab in the middle of the winter storm watch. Like I said, you'll see flurries, but the primary concern is ice accumulation. And most of this is going to happen on Friday into Saturday morning, maybe early Saturday morning. So basically Friday into Friday night, ice. this last ice storm, I don't think really materialized like they worried. It's just good. You don't want ice, but there was, sleet, I guess, was the friend, and it mixed in with keeping the ice from accumulating too bad, kind of helping melt the ice a little bit. So that was what happened. But this one, they're already talking about it, so we'll see. All right, so that's that. These graphics that I have on here are going to start updating. There's another good map. This one shows you the areas to watch. I should have shared this earlier. This is a great map. It's on this page called Mike's Weather Page. Have you all ever been to it? Mike's Weather Page. It's under the winter maps. See winter maps? You can go to winter maps on Mike's Weather Page, and there it is. There's the official forecast, actually. So again, you can see some ice possibly dipping. Look at could touch the tip of Florida. We could have eeny weeny little bit of ice on Florida, and that would probably be. I don't know. That would probably be later Friday into Saturday morning. So. Hey, it could be the fourth straight time we see flurries. I don't think we've had any snow accumulation in Florida yet, though. We've had flurries. Not driving to the Panhandle. But Joel Harrison. Cheers. So anyway, all right, ice. This is your ice potential. Unfortunately, inching up to half an inch. And again, that's coastal areas. They're not used to that, right? That's almost touching the coast. So there's large area that could be dealing with ice this weekend. So it's not going to be a good Friday, Saturday, no doubt. And it's going to start raining ahead of this. So that's another problem, is we're going to have a lot of moisture already on trees and roads as the cool air comes in behind. So we get that second push of Arctic air coming in, and it freezes. So, all right, let's look a little deeper at snowfall potential. Let's see if we get any. Let's look at the windy page. We got another winter storm watch in Texas here. I didn't see that one. Let's take a look at that. I think that's Texas. Yeah, look at that. So we also got a winter storm watch in Texas. Look at that. So South Texas, along the coast there too. How about that? Winter conditions tonight, Thursday evening through Friday morning. Ice community. So we got folks in Texas. Totally missed this. I'm about to share this. Now again, the immediate coastlines are not under the watch. It's more inland a little bit. The Gulf waters are warm, and they help keep the temperatures up a little bit. So, but South Texas under a winter storm watch also. Make sure snow and sleet. Wow. This is through Thursday into Friday. That's interesting. Didn't even. Sorry, Texas people. So, man, we get a lot of comments blocked here. Lexi. Oh, they're blocking the word damn. Hey, Lexi, how's it going, New Bern? Can you believe that? Don't get me started. All right, let's take a looky at the flurry forecast here. Let's see. Let's just look at the official wintry maps here. Let's look at GFS. We'll look at Mid-Atlantic. That's covering most everybody. So here's the latest GFS. Now this is a little bit of mix of sleet and I need to try southeast so we can get a little more. Well, anyway, this is through Saturday AM. This is pretty much everything. Most of your wintry weather is going to be gone by Saturday afternoon. Most of this is Friday into Saturday morning. So your timing again is, later Thursday as this approaches. Here I'm more on the west side, but most of everything is Friday. Going to be happening Friday into early Saturday, and then Saturday noontime on. It's not, the wintry stuff's gone. But there's your accumulation possible. I'm telling you, you still see snow. You're still going to see snow. That's not part of the winter watch. The winter watch is the hazards that are coming And that includes ice. All right, here's the Euro. A little farther north, including a little more Virginia. Let's go to the southeast here. Take a look at that. And there we go. So, again, very unlikely we're going to see any accumulation too far south into Georgia. But, they're talking about it. I saw some local Mets up there around the Atlanta area saying, again, we'll probably see some snow again. But that's it. So doesn't look like much here. I don't think, we're still going to see some ice potential reaching possibly Florida line, possibly some wintry weather out ahead of this into Louisiana some. But as far as this is your snowfall maps. And the heaviest accumulation, again, this is the Euro, but most of it is hovered around South Carolina into North Carolina and Virginia, coastal areas. Middle state eastward for both. We can look at wintry weather here on the Windy app. I like to look at that. Here's our hazards map showing up on the 21st, 22nd, showing freezing rain and sleet, coastal Carolina, into some parts of coastal South Carolina, into middle Georgia. So the official hazards map here on the NOAA site is showing Atlanta could see freezing rain and sleet into middle Georgia, probably into Macon maybe. So this official map from National Weather Service showing that freezing rain could stretch into parts of middle Georgia and middle South Carolina. Man, it seems like he's coming back to back, man. It's like we just talked about this. What happened to the days of fronts coming down once a week? As one of our dogs is snoring very peacefully over there. That would be Hunter. Hunter is... All right, so we're going to show you this map. I'm going to slow down a little bit. So, it might be a flurry in Jacksonville. I would not count it out. Power outages, Kelly. Well, yes. Anybody? Listen, I mean, unfortunately, last weekend's ice forecast was a bust. But Columbia, you're right on that edge. Could get up to 1/10 of an inch. So, not sure. I mean, always prepare, as our good buddies from Furman say. Be prepared. Always have your generator ready, especially, anytime we have a potential for an ice storm. You could be out of power for, a good bit. So, yeah, anybody in the darker blue and yellow areas, definitely, they're predicting the possibility of ice. A lot of these trees, we didn't have a really hurricane season this last year or two for a lot of these areas. So, a lot of dead limbs, a lot of dead trees, a lot of, weak limbs. So it won't take much for some of these limbs to break off and cause power outages. That was why that Gatlinburg trip that I took around New Year's, we saw so many trees down. That was really the first big snowfall in years. A lot of locals told me. So a lot of the trees that were weak broke. This nature's pruning. Nature has a way of pruning itself, and so the older trees will be breaking off the limbs a little more easy because they haven't had anything like that in a while. So let's take a look here at the wintry weather. This is blue as rain. All right, so here's tomorrow morning. We can see a little bit of wintry stuff showing up already tomorrow, Thursday, 7 a.m. This kind of gives you little pockets. The air is going to be cold enough that we can see some freezing rain, dipping down here in Mississippi. This is tomorrow morning, northern Alabama. Just enough to give you a little taste of winter. And here's tomorrow noon. Already getting some snow on the backside. You're going to see some flurries here and there popping through the Carolinas, maybe. This isn't really cute. This is tomorrow p.m. We could see some snow flurries across Carolinas. It's Always on the back side as the cold air comes in. But then this big heavier pocket here is going to provide some more moisture as our cold air dips here from that high. And this is where we're going to start seeing these wintry pattern developing. This is Friday, 1 p.m. There's your mixture of ice and freezing rain and snow on the backside. And this is Friday, 9 p.m. Now here's our little kink in the isobars. Bobby calls these little baby bumps. So kind of got a little cutoff low trying to develop from our front. And this is what's going to spin in the chances for some storms for South Florida later Friday into Saturday mornings. So, we're getting almost a low pressure system out of that Gulf of Mexico that's going to be fueling storms for South Florida. I-4 South. There it is again, I-4 South. Now, interestingly enough, the GFS here at midnight showing white stuff in Louisiana into Mississippi. Now, these are obviously not accumulation, but you can never discount on the backside of a front with cold air a flurry or two. So that, keeping the hopes alive if you want to see a little snow Friday night into Saturday. And look at around 6 a.m. we could get some even hitting the coast. Now, this is, just fun to look at, but hey, it could happen. Oh, Whitney out there. Whitney might get a snowflake. Another storm 7 to 10 days out. I know this is a pattern that is stuck. And there'll be no lives the week of February 1st through the 6th. I'm out of town. Better not be any bad weather that week. Hey, Terry Johnson. Yeah, I'm just saying you might get a flurry, that's all. It's always exciting to see one little flurry out there. I don't know. I get excited. Be a good reason to go to New Orleans. All right. And here's that GFS still showing. Here's Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Most of our wintry weather is about done. So here's Saturday, 1 a.m. So again, it's a Friday. It's a Friday event more than anything. Friday into early morning Saturday. But again, I showed the ice maps, and now some of this winter watch, we go back here. They're talking about 2 to 4 inches here in some spots here off the coast here. Let's take a look. Let's just go middle North Carolina, which includes Raleigh and others. But so here you go. Heavy rain, freezing rain, sleet accumulations, 1 to 2 inches. That's not snow. Sleet accumulation. It looks like snow. Then ice 1/10 to 3/10. All right, let's go back. Somewhere I read it was snow. I don't know where the heck it was. It depends on what area you look at. That's the problem. Here's snow accumulations up to 1 inch. Ice up to 1/10 or 2/10 possible. That's the Midlands, South Carolina. But somewhere I read you could get a couple inches of snow. I don't know where the heck it was. But this is how you do it. You go to the National Weather Service and you click on your little town, Raleigh. Get the local forecast. Well, they got snow flurries showing. So that's could be a half an inch of snow Thursday night. 1 to 2 inches of snow Friday in Raleigh, North Carolina. Could get 2 inches of snow Friday. So it's happening. Okay, let's go back to the windy app here. All right, and then like I said, by Saturday morning. The timing has been pretty spot on. Here's Saturday, 11 a.m. Most everything's out of here by later Saturday. We go to Sunday morning, and there's Sunday morning. A little bit left maybe, but most of it's all gone by Sunday. And we go to the Euro. Euro in trouble. Let's go backwards a little bit. Here's today. All right, this is tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So there's snow coming in on the backside tomorrow. Here's that possible snow down in South Texas tomorrow afternoon into Friday. The Euro not really showing it. But again, we got a winter storm watch here for the southern Texas here for Thursday into Friday morning. Possibility of some ice and snow, which is kind of interesting. All right, so here's, more rains tomorrow night across the southeast, and then our cold air starts to dip in as we get a flow of moisture from the Gulf, and there's our wintry weather start to catch up. So here's Friday morning. Here is Friday noonish. A lot of freezing rain out ahead of snow on the backside. And there we go. You know, good to have flurries. A good chunk Friday afternoon, Friday night. Again, this isn't accumulation. Now, this is just, you know, flurries in the air, but still enough that we could have wet snow in Atlanta. And here's Saturday 3 a.m. and then by 7 a.m. it's gone. There's 1 p. This is Saturday noon. It's gone. So again, Sunday looks really good. There you go. That's all we got to talk about. Elena, if you were to get a flurry in Jacksonville, I think it'd have to be Friday night. That's when the cold air is in place. There'll be moisture out there. You know, this is Saturday, 6 a.m. for New Orleans. So, you know, not Friday night. Friday's, Friday night, but maybe Saturday morning. It'd have to be early Saturday before the temperatures start to climb. So maybe Saturday morning, you know. Might not, you know, it's going to be very random, but if they're showing ice that far south, you know it's getting close. But nothing accumulating. It's going to be too warm. Remember that Gulf moisture is usually tied pretty, you know, warm water, warmer rain. So it's always those front systems. When we get snow in Florida, it's when we get the lingering lake Gulf effect moisture that comes in after a front dips in. But there's going to be no moisture in place after this one. In fact, I don't even think it's going to get that cold down here. Yeah, see, it's not really a cold front. So it might get down to 40s for me in Tampa. Maybe Monday morning, 46. So Monday morning, it's not really a super duper cold front. All right, that's it. Mallory, you probably get some flakes, no doubt about it. Anywhere you got ice forecast, there's a chance for some flurries mixed in. So, be fun. So there you go. I'll be posting all day for sure. And wide flurries and Raleigh is under. Well, Frank. Well, officially you could have up to an inch. So you're right. You could have an inch of flurries. But the winter storm watches are really more for the ice worry than anything else. But so it'll be interesting to see. You know, as we're seeing here with the ice accumulation, this is the big storyline. So we'll see. And this will be getting tweaked. It's still a couple days out. So, but they're talking a lot about it. We'll keep an eye on it here. We'll be talking Friday. Friday ought to start happening. Let's see if there's anything else. So everybody's posting snow. On this day in 1977, snow fell in South Florida. Hey, could have been deja vu. This frontal line coming in. Snow in Miami. So I was 4 years. Were any of you all in Miami in 1977? There was snow. The day that couldn't happen was the headline. The Miami News. It was the first time recorded in history that it even it snowed in Grand Bahama Island that day. Wow, first time ever. So don't forget, we got winter storm watches in South Texas too. We'll post on that, and the big question mark is just the NAM's a good model. I guess we can look at the NAM now that we're in the window here. Sometimes the NAM is laughed at, but we can see it here. Sometimes it is. We'll take a look at that and see what it shows here for the southeast. Nah, I got the wrong one. That's the rain. I have to dig deeper. I don't think this one's really going to show me what I want, but precipitation type. This is pretty good, I guess. So this kind of shows you the front coming in, and as we get into late Thursday night into Friday morning, we start to see that transition to snow on the backside. So Thursday night, so tomorrow rains, and as we get into Thursday night, we start to see the snow on the back, and then we get a little bit of ice in between, and then we really get that push for ice. So this is the day. It's Friday morning. And like I said, it's pretty much Friday morning to Saturday morning. That's a pretty steady line of ice, freezing precip going through Friday into Saturday morning. And then, of course, snow on the backside. So there you go. We'll see. There's your freezing rains down into Georgia, freezing rains into South Carolina, ice into South Carolina. And that's all because of the slow-moving front that's going to be pumping in that Gulf moisture as the cold Arctic air passes through. And we'll see from there. All right. Cool beans. Frank, I don't know. We looked at the they're saying up to 2 inches possibly. You can always, I love the National Weather Service. You can type it in right here. They're constantly updating, especially as these events get closer. But we could see Friday 1 to 2 inches of snow. Rain on Thursday, possibly snow on Friday. So there's a good chance. This is more middle. Let's see here. Let's pull up the map here and get a little bigger. I keep popping in there. So, kind of on that line of what we just saw on the Euro. There's going to be a faint line of more snow than ice. And again, if we go back to the ice map here, you can kind of see the same thing. So yeah, this you're in that little protected window of maybe not happening as much. So I think you're right. I think you're going to see more snow as these models start to tune in a little bit better here of what to expect. And you can see a lot of that snow is going to be, you're going to get a little bit Thursday night, but most of it comes Friday. This is into Friday PM, so it'll be gone pretty much Saturday midday. So that's a good map. This one's going to get tweaked a little bit more. NAM is good about showing all the precip types, so we'll get a new one here, and this is a 12Z, so we'll have to wait for another 6 hours before we get we can start popping into Saturday morning a little bit better. This one only goes out 60 hours. So all right. Yeah, I just got to pay attention. These ice forecasts are crazy. Like I posted, predicting weather is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And, yeah, every on-air meteorologist struggles. I feel so sorry for them because these forecasts change the slightest little turn or dry pocket or influence from the mountains, and you just never know. Like where we were this weekend, that low, wrapped around a little more south of Asheville is why they got the foot plus accumulation. Asheville still had 10 inches officially, I guess. you just never know where this, as our low was going on this. Now that system was completely different. That was a low pressure dip that was spinning the moisture up. This is kind of a frontal boundary that's an odd setup. That's more just a straight line front more than a low pressure system. Less of a jet stream storm system than anything else. So, all right. Well, anyway, East Caribbean, Alexis. What is going on down there? I don't know. I don't think much. That's a new feature they got. Actually, have the radars piped into the islands now. Eastern Caribbean? I don't know. Let's go back here. I don't think you got anything really going on. It's not hurricane season. Let's see here. That's live radar. Let's look at. It's just just east winds. Nice 70s. Front kind of makes it down there a little bit. Doesn't quite. There's our leftover juice. Still get a little bit left over hanging around down there. I wonder if that's going to... let's see. Oh, jeez. Holy crapola. Oh, God. What the hell is that mess? This is how we do it. Wow. So, oh, my God. I thought we were done. All right. So, there's our front that we're watching. This is leftover Saturday. Everything's already happened. It's out of here. But you can almost see... leftovers here hanging around, and let's see what's going on over here. Jeez, that could be big. That's a euro. So wow, there's our old front hanging out. So that front might make its way down the Eastern Caribbean. A little bit of rain's maybe down that way. Look at that. That's our old front. But look at this sucker. What the hell's going on? Not as much on the GFS. Well, it's still kind of showing on the GFS a little bit. So here's Monday. We got Texas action. And then kind of slides in the 25th. So, well, we're going to have to watch that. The euro going bonkers on that one. Jeez. Wow. That would be crazy. That would be midweek next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I guess we could be watching that. I don't know if there's enough I don't think there's enough support yet to really get into that. I guess we could look at some ensembles. But wow. That would be midweek action possibly. Starting with our leftover front. Wow, look at that. All right, well, 12Z kind of showed it, not really. I guess it kind of did. A little bit, yeah, it kind of did too. Wow, it really did actually. This is next Tuesday. Jeez. What the hell's going on, Euro? Wow. Well, the Euro's all in, man. That's incredible, man. So next week, that's a pretty hefty little low pressure system out in the Gulf starting to get going here. Upper Gulf Monday. It looks like maybe Monday night here, early Tuesday. Getting into Florida later Tuesday into Wednesday. Wow. That's interesting. GFS showing a little bit too. Not as much, but yeah, Upper Gulf. Hey, hate to tell you this, but the days of fronts every 7 days are gone. It seems like. We didn't have a lot of support on the 18Z, but Wow. All right. Well, we're talking weather events every 3 days now, not just every week. All right. So take a look at. I don't think the icons. The icon might go out that far on a 12Z. It's running now. We'll go to 00Z. And let's see. Midweek next week. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Wow. All right. Well, there's our next system. Wow, that's interesting. So next Tuesday, we could be looking at a Gulf low, not hurricane or nothing like that, but this is very interesting, and it's kind of tagged to this week's front a little bit. I'm seeing good support here for this. See that sucker happen? So here's our. This is it's our front now. We got energy. It's actually kind of going to park itself over here and possibly get going, bring some action, which could mean storms. We've seen a pretty big dip in the jet stream there for that time frame. Let's take a look here, 500, just get an idea of what's going on. Now, there's our barreling low coming in, attaching itself to that leftover front. Wow, so well, there you go. That's a good looking system. So that could just be in a few short days here. Upper Gulf storms and maybe possibly sliding into Florida. That's a cutoff low down here. That could be something to watch. It's been on several cycles of the euro now. Well, I'll have to dig deep on that one as we look at midweek next week. Definitely. Wow. This is the euro. This isn't supported as much by the GFS, but it is the icon. So we got 2 out of 3 basically that are showing a possibility here of some storms for the upper Gulf into Florida next week. Why is that? Oh, that's 6Z, yeah. So Levi added 6Z, 18Z now, in case you're wondering. So the Chocolate Tidbits here now has 6Z, 18Z. So it runs 4 times a day now. But what are you doing Tuesday? This could impact you. For sure. Wow. All right. Well, that'll be what we talk about later. So. All right, man. All right. So we did, Telford, what's up? I don't know. This is very interesting setup. God, I feel silly. You get so focused on a system, you don't really look past the system that you're looking at now. I haven't read about it. So I think that's probably why. Usually everybody feeds off everybody else. But all right, well, hey, it's been a lot of fun. I love doing these things. And appreciate you tuning in and always. And I really enjoyed our little snow chase. I'm glad some of you all went along with me, and it was cool. Hope you enjoyed the videos. You always go back and watch them. And we'll do it again, definitely this season. It was great, like I said, bumping into a bunch of fans. It was crazy small world that we live in, right? So, all right, so we're going to be talking about this a lot. Mitchell, were you the one? I don't know. Somebody asked me about the next big storm. It's hard to keep up. This one's got good confidence, though. So I'm going to digest it. All right, so be good. Listen, we talked a lot. If you missed it, you can always go back and watch these on YouTube and Facebook. Big stories, ice with some snow on the backside coming Friday into Saturday. But the good news is most everybody's got nothing on Sunday. So If you got weekend plans, Sunday is definitely your best day. And ironically, we had Emily's official Sweet 16 birthday party scheduled for Saturday, and we had to move it to Sunday. So the weather people, Mother Nature, were looking out for me. And now it looks like Sunday's going to be A-okay, especially for the Bucks, too. So what better birthday party than be able to have the Bucks on in the background as we celebrate with 21 teenage girls. Hey, Sabrina, Texas. Listen, you got winter storm watch for South Texas right now, Thursday into Friday. And then this storm we're tracking here is going to start brewing for you probably Monday as we get some Pacific energy rolling in, combining with leftover front. So that's going to be interesting. Cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see everybody on Friday. Feels like Monday, but it's Friday. So be good. Cheers. See ya.